How's it going, guys? DeviB again, coming with another PTB overview on the killer, survivor perks, and power for the killer. I'm gonna make it quick. Let's get straight into it. Alright. I'm super excited. Alright, that's definitely not survivor. Alright, let's see, where is she? There she goes. What's her name? Cheryl Mason. I'm pretty sure, based off the order of the movie, she wasn't in the one with the pyramid head, but I could be wrong. Regardless, she looks awesome. Her eyes are like full red, so Quentin might be able to find someone that he can relate to, finally. Great. Alright, let's check the perks. Alright, let's find them real quick. Let's equip them. And boom. Alright, let's go with Blood Pact. It's as if a latent part of yourself has awakened. You feel like you can reach out beyond yourself for assistance. When you or the obsession are injured, you both see each other's auras. After healing the obsession or being healed by the obsession, you both gain the haste status effect for 8 seconds. If you don't know what haste is, basically just the movement speed increase. I'm not exactly sure how much it increases it by, but for 8 seconds, that's pretty damn good. Not bad. Reduces the odds of being the obsession. If you are the obsession, this perk deactivates. So maybe you could use that ring that could prevent you from being the obsession. That's awesome. Alright, let's get to the next one. Soul Guard. You have been through immense hardship and you are stronger for it. Gain the endurance status effect for 8 seconds after being healed or having recovered from the dying state. While cursed by a hex, you can fully recover from the dying state. That's awesome. Wow, that's actually pretty crazy. Gain the endurance status effect. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a borrowed time effect. So if you were to die, boom, you just get another extra health bar that looks like deep wound, borrowed time. You get that if you get hit during the 8 seconds, it seems. That's pretty damn cool. So after you get back up from the dying state, or after being healed, damn, that's going to give you basically 8 seconds of a little bit of immortality. That's quite crazy. Okay. Repressed Alliance. You're accustomed to being haunted by malicious forces, and you've begun using it to your advantage. Repressed Alliance activates after repairing generators for a total of 60 seconds. Repairing a generator, when repairing a generator, while the perk is active, press the active ability button to call upon the entity to block the generator for 30 seconds. The perk deactivates. Affected generators will be revealed by a white aura to all survivors. That's crazy. So it looks like you first have to be doing a generator for 60 seconds. And then when you repair a perk while you press the active button, you'll block it. Now, as far as my understanding, that also prevents the killer from being able to come to that blocked generator to kick it with Pop. Pop goes the weasel. The generator won't even regress from ruin as well. So this is essentially a minor counter to Pop goes the weasel and ruin for survivors. So this is fantastic. Although it does take you a total of 60 seconds to actually get the effect, so you can actually block it. So you might only get this a couple times in a game, depending on the survivors as well. Overall, that's pretty damn solid. I like that. These are some really spicy perks for survivors. All right, once again on the survivor. Now let's go over to the one and only, you know, what we do best. All right, that's definitely not Pyramid Head. Boom! The Executioner. Holy crap. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think this guy would ever make it into the cast, only because of his head. I thought it would be a lot larger, but they shrunk it a lot. It works out. Alright, let's go to his perks. I'm super excited to try him out. Alright, we'll first look at the perks, and then we'll go on to his power. Deathbound. Those lives are intertwined in darkness are destined to suffer together. When a survivor heals another survivor for 1 health state at least 32 meters away from the killer, that is essentially the heartbeat of your average killer, the survivor performing the healing action will scream, revealing their location and activating Deathbound for the next 45 seconds. During that time, the survivor will suffer from the Oblivious status effect when further than 8 meters away from the healed survivor. That's awesome. So essentially, if the Blendettes go into the corners, they heal each other, boom, they're going to scream. But what's awesome is, for the next 45 seconds, the person that healed will be affected by oblivious, which means that they don't hear a killer approaching because they can't hear the terror radius anymore. Only if they are 8 meters away from the healed survivor. So either they have to stick together for 45 seconds, which most of the times they don't do that, or you can approach them after, you know, you get the notification, and then you're going to cause them to separate, but the person you're chasing can't hear your terror radius. So that's going to be very scary for the survivors. That's quite awesome. Alright. Forced penance. Those who stand in the way of duty will suffer harsh judgment. Survivors who take a protection hit are inflicted with the broken status effect for 30 seconds. Broken basically means that they are unable to heal from injured to a healthy state for the remainder of the duration. For this, for the example, is 30 seconds. I mean, I can see this being used sometimes. Not very often, but it's cool nonetheless, you know. So basically, you have to think twice before taking a hit against the killer, protecting someone. But I think it's cool. Alright, Trail of Torment. You guide your victims along a path of pain and punishment. After kicking a generator, you become undetectable for 15 seconds. During this time, the generator's yellow aura is revealed to survivors. This effect can only trigger once every 80 seconds. This is a very interesting perk, because after you kick a generator, you become undetectable. Undetectable basically means that the survivor no longer hears your heartbeat. It's only just your terror radius. I don't think it gets rid of your red stain. So this will make you stealthy for 15 seconds. The only downside I can see to this is the generator's aura will be revealed. So the survivors, if they see that yellow aura, they'll know that the person just kicked that generator there, if they are smart, of course. And they'll know that, okay, he might be approaching here, but we won't know for the next 15 seconds. This also does have a pretty long ass cooldown, 80 seconds. So it's hard to say if this will be good, but we definitely will be testing that out. It's gonna be awesome. All right. So overall, I think both the killer and the survivor bring some pretty interesting perks to in this chapter. Alright, let's go to the power. Rites of Judgment. Open the gates of suffering and be judged. A great knife splits the ground, giving rise to an infernal construct and spreading agony to all who approach. Rites of Judgment. Hold the power button to activate, then move in any direction to carve a trail into the ground. Survivors who walk or run in the trail will trigger killer instinct and be afflicted with torment. Survivors affected by torment may be sent to the Cage of Atonement while they are in the dying state. Alright, so basically you will hold your power up whilst you're holding that sword up, the blade up. Whilst you walk, you will leave trail. You will see the trail, and then any survivor walking on that will get revealed. You'll hear their killer instinct. It's like when Legion hits someone and then they see the red little pulsing happening. That's exactly what you'll get. And it will also affect them with torment, which is going to be pretty damn cool when you see the next part. Special attack. Punishment of the Damned. Press the attack button while Rites of Judgment is active to perform Punishment of the Damned. This unleashes a wave of force, damaging any survivor in its path. It's basically like a little bit of a long-range attack, although it's like in a narrow rectangle in front of you, and it can go through objects. That's the spicy part. Alright, special ability, Cage of Atonement. Press the attack active ability button while standing over a dying survivor suffering from torment to send them to the Cage of Atonement. Survivors in a Cage of Atonement can be sacrificed as if they were on a hook. During the second phase of the summoning ritual, they will be forced to complete skill checks to hold off the entity. Being rescued or rescuing another survivor from a Cage of Torment will remove torment. Special ability, Final Judgment. Press the active ability button when standing over a dying survivor suffering from torment who has already reached struggle phase on a hook or in a cage to execute them. Now he's basically brought something quite new to DeviB. He is able to down a survivor and send them off to the Cage of Atonement without having to hook someone. This is only possible if he does affect them with torment, which can happen quite frequently. But this is one of the few killers, the only killer in the game that can literally just, I won't say hook because he's not hooking, but he can send them away as if he hooked them, saving a lot of time. And if someone is on their death hook, so essentially someone has been sent to the cage or on the hook twice, instead of having to pick them up and hook them a third time or send them off, he can just immediately execute them on the spot. That is crazy. It is almost like the Maya's tombstone, but it's pretty damn cool. Yeah, wow. I do know for sure that he is very difficult to play, so it's going to take a while to get used to it. But nonetheless, very, very interesting. Alright, we'll leave all the perks and the add-ons and the offerings to stream, which we will be going live very, very shortly. All the information will be down below, so make sure you guys do check that out to get notified. I will just quickly show you the full body of the killer. Alright, where is he? Executioner. Man, that is crazy. Just the way he stands. And that blade. Like I said, I did not expect this guy to come into the game at all. Even the menu looks awesome. Wow, they went ham with this one. Alright. But yeah, that is going to be it, guys. Again, all the stuff is down below. Make sure you check out that Twitch when we'll be live. So I'll be seeing you guys shortly. Take it easy. Look after yourselves.